take that
Because
seriously.
I want to switch gears and ask you about this thing with Bo Dietl. But before I do, and this is a news alert here. The Bo Dietl and Associates, they're suing a Ford Motor Company for slander, and they were hired by a software company for to investigate Ford for allegedly stealing their technology, and they created their own software out of it. In response to the investigation, Ford prepared affidavits. Apparently, it contained false accusations of criminal conduct on behalf of Bo's investigators. And so, to clear their reputation, Dietl and Associates have asked the courts for a public hearing. They're asking Ford to withdraw the lies, expunge the record, and of course, Lanny, you are Bo's lawyer. Some people call it an odd couple. How's that going?
Well, it's great to have somebody who I differ with politically, who I can represent on a cause defending former law enforcement officials who were slimed and slurred by Ford Motor Company by submitting or helping to submit affidavits that challenge them for an investigation that they conducted entirely properly and legally. So they're not suing for defamation because you can be totally protected from defamation if you do it in a court paper. And so, not being able to sue for defamation, they're asking the court for a hearing, which would then lead to a finding of falsity and expunging the record. That's the only way, as their lawyer, that I think they can get justice and clear their names and their reputations.
Well, the audience should know that we did reach out to Ford, and here's their statement, quote, "The court has addressed the investigation at issue in the recent motion on 2 occasions, resolving the matter in Ford's favor. Once again, Ford will provide the factual and legal basis for its position in its forthcoming court filings."
Charles, let me say this very slowly. There is a lady with the last name of Ford who sits on a committee who presides over this whole software program that's the source of Versata, my client, claiming their software was stolen. What you just heard their lawyers say is another lie similar to the accusations against former police officers. The court never addressed the investigations. They sought a protective order to thwart the investigation, and we asked for a public hearing, and we never got one because there was a settlement on the conduct of the investigation. So what that statement you just read is a lie, and they gave it to Fox, and now you hear a lie about a lie. And if we get our court hearing and we're allowed to cross-examine the lawyers that wrote that statement, we will show that they not only lied or participated in writing affidavits that were lies about these decorated former New York City cop, Detroit cop. They'll be on the witness stand if we get our hearing, and then we'll see whether or not the lawyers will stand by those lies, much less the statement they gave to Fox.
So for the record, Lanny, you are calling Ford a liar. You're saying the statement they just released was it's a clear lie on top of a lie. You're calling them out on national TV right now.
I am calling that statement a lie, and the statements made suggesting that 2 former police officers committed trespass and acted like goons, and they helped prepare affidavits accusing them of that, were lies, and we will prove that if we get our hearing in court.
You say if. What are the odds? What do you think?
Well,
50-50?
I have a great deal of respect for this court, and it's a federal judge, and it's up to him to decide. It's an unusual request we're making because we're not part of the case as my representing these police officers in Bo Dietl. We're asking for the record to be stricken. That's an unusual request, and I think we'll have to trust the judge to do the right thing, but I respect whatever decision the judge makes.
All right, Lanny Davis, I really respect and appreciate you coming on the show tonight. Thanks very much. Appreciate it.
And thank you for letting me explain my private conversation in complete form on your show.
Absolutely. Thank you. Hope we'll have you again real soon.
Thank you, Charles.
Well, you know.